Hello, it's your cosmic bestie Tristan, and I have this whiteboard with a really beautiful download that came in one night. Um, and I'm just going to read it. Um, so, as you are shifting and changing, crossing thresholds, there is a potential for energetic snags. Um, these moments, snags being defined as these moments that seem to suddenly, and then in quotations, nothing is truly sudden from a soul's perspective, uh, end quote, pull you back into old choice points, um, to show you where your energy may still be enmeshed or entangled in old cycles and energetic imprints. Do not allow yourself to be drawn back into old energies. Allow the momentary looking back that the snag provides to propel you forward as you choose differently. Wow. This was a while ago that I wrote this, and I have a notebook that I write all my like downloads or channels, information, whatever you want to call it, automatic writing, all of that. But I haven't gotten to it yet, and I was just reading it, and I was like, wow, that's really great. This is actually could be helpful. Um, so we see this like energetic snags that can really just can kind of feel like you're moving back, but actually it's kind of like a look back and a choice point, an opportunity that can maybe keep you somewhere, which is you're still learning something and growing, or you would choose something different and that's going to really slingshot you energetically. There's a little bit more. These energy snags are also being deployed on a large slash collective scale. As humanity shifts forward, old energetic imprints arise for revision and opportunity for forward movement. However, these snags, I'm just going to read what came through, are seeking to take hold and hook the collective back into old cycles of slumber and forgetfulness. Do not be fooled by these tactics. While much is being revealed due to the level of light humanity is holding, there is also an orchestrated deployment of an unfolding of events designed to keep you in a haze. So this is really interesting the way that this second paragraph came through, because the first one's like, these things are going to come up, that's fine. It can move you forward, and then we can also see how these things might be. I was sitting on my foot. I didn't realize how high up that made me. But it's also like these moments, because everything's kind of cyclical, right? We can see how certain things are even now being orchestrated that may mirror what happened previous years previously. And if you start to really look at things from a zoomed out perspective, you see, yeah, there's kind of a cyclical, repetitive nature to it. And I like, it's interesting the word that they use, deployed, and like this is an unfolding of events, like this kind of, yeah, I think it's interesting. There's some more here, but I don't know, that might be it. So this was just something that came through from just like I kind of just like connect with like unconditionally loving energies. They kind of meld. I don't necessarily get, sometimes I'll get like a sense of who or like a particular energy that may want to be named, but this was just spirit. For some reason I'm thinking of Seraphis Bay. I do have a message from Seraphis Bay that I think I'll share at a later time. But maybe just saying his name will spark curiosity and remembrance. Actually, I will read this last sentence. So allow the micro, this personal experience, in a sense, to prepare you for the macro. And I think that experience is kind of like the dark night of the soul, facing the shadow and being the observer to yourself. For many, the masks are falling, and yet many may feel they are on incredibly unstable ground. This instability of the awakening process will be preyed upon by forces seen and unseen. This is where your strength and energetic coherence can be of service. So the second sentence is really interesting. For many, the masks are falling, and yet many may feel, oh, I see. So for many, they just see this as a mask is falling. And then also many may feel that this is really unstable. Like even holding both, right? Because we can hold multiple truths at once. So I think it's like, yeah, it's a mask falling, but whoa, that is a real game changer. So I'm really feeling unstable now because I've been so convinced that what is inverted is I don't want to say right or wrong, but is in alignment with a natural law, higher truth. And then the instability of the awakening process will be preyed upon. And none of this is to invoke fear. I think that I didn't feel fear when it came through at all. In fact, I felt motivation to bring myself into greater coherence. Namely, for me, is checking at this point where I am the spiritual ego, who is like, I know everything. Oh my God. I'm like, girl, you don't need. We're just now learning about sacred geometry. Like, it's chill out. So I think for me, it motivated me to see where I can bring myself into coherence. And I share that because hopefully it can kind of soften maybe looking at yourself in your own unique way a bit. But this is really interesting. There's even every time I'm going to end, there's a little bit more that I read that's actually so good. I think just a coherent, energetic field doesn't feel sticky. So it doesn't feel like it's holding on to wounds. It doesn't feel that it's holding on to stories around things happening. Particularly the ego mind stories is what I'm referring to, that can create stickiness in the field, in their energetic field, so that when we see something coming in on the news, whatever, someone we talk to at work, that they may be projecting something, reflecting something to us, that if we are turning away from a shadow aspect, turning away from something that maybe we need to face, that can be sticky in our energetic field, and it can then kind of get stuck. And then we can kind of be stuck in a level of slumber or unconsciousness or of denial. So I am curious how this is impacting those who watch this. To those of you who watch videos to the end, I appreciate it. Thanks a lot. I'm here to be of service. So if you want to share this with anyone, please do. And that liking, subscribing stuff is great as well. So this can get out and benefit whoever it may need to. Okay. If you want a personal session, I'll have my website in the little description box below. Okay, bye. Big ol' I have to move this thing out the way to stop. Bye.